Hello, and thank you for joining us today in our studies of First Kings. Today we come to First Kings chapter 5, and we continue with what seems in many ways to be kind of an introduction to Solomon and to his kingdom. Here in chapter 5, it's going to be his relationship with one of his neighboring kingdoms, and that's going to be his relationship with Hiram, the king of Tyre. This chapter is short, it's only 18 verses, and it'll just take us a couple of minutes to read. But let's go through and see what is said when it comes to the relationship of Solomon, the king of Israel, and Hiram, the king of Tyre. Tyre, by the way, is one of the cities on the Mediterranean Sea to the north of Israel. So let's see what we find out. Beginning in verse 1, we read, Now Hiram, king of Tyre, sent his servants to Solomon, because he heard that they had anointed him king in place of his father. For Hiram had always loved David. Then Solomon sent to Hiram, saying, You know how my father David could not build a house for the name of the Lord his God, because of the wars which were fought against him on every side, until the Lord put his foes under the soles of his feet. But now the Lord my God has given me rest on every side. There is neither adversary nor evil occurrence. And behold, I propose to build a house for the name of the Lord my God, as the Lord spoke to my father David, saying, Your son, whom I shall set on your throne in your place, he shall build the house for my name. Now therefore command that they cut down cedars for me from Lebanon, and my servants will be with your servants, and I will pay you wages for your servants according to whatever you say. For you know there is none among us who has skill to cut timber like the Zidonians. So it was, when Hiram heard the words of Solomon, that he rejoiced greatly, and said, Blessed be the Lord this day, for he has given David a wise son over his great people. Then Hiram sent to Solomon, saying, I have considered the message which you sent me, and I will do all you desire concerning the cedar and cypress logs. My servants shall bring them down from Lebanon to the sea. I will float them in rafts by sea to the place you indicate, and will have them broken apart there. Then you can take them away, and you shall fulfill my desire by giving food for my household. Then Hiram gave Solomon cedar and cypress logs according to all his desire. And Solomon gave Hiram 20,000 cores of wheat as food for his household, and 20 cores of pressed oil. Thus Solomon gave to Hiram year by year. So the Lord gave Solomon wisdom, as he had promised him. And there was peace between Hiram and Solomon, and the two of them made a treaty together. Then King Solomon raised up a labor force out of all Israel, and the labor force was 30,000 men. And he sent them to Lebanon, 10,000 a month in shifts. They were 1 month in Lebanon and 2 months at home. Adoniram was in charge of the labor force. Solomon had 70,000 who carried burdens, and 80,000 who quarried stone in the mountains, besides 3,300 from the chiefs of Solomon's deputies who supervised the people who labored in the work. And the king commanded them to quarry large stones, costly stones, and hewn stones, to lay the foundation of the temple. So Solomon's builders, Hiram's builders, and the Gebalites quarried them, and they prepared timber and stones to build the temple. Chapter 5 is going to lay the foundation, as it were, for the building of the temple. And it's going to come through the relationship that Solomon is going to build with Hiram, the king of Tyre. Next time we'll come back and we'll look at some of the lessons that we can learn and some of the things that we can take from this short chapter. And there are some things here to notice. We hope that you'll join us then. But until then, have a great day.